I can detain you until I determine your identity.
You can detain me if you have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, and you don't have that, sir.
I don't know what I have.
Exactly. Are you saying that the Constitution of the United States is socially unacceptable?
In this video, a seasoned auditor stands his ground and refuses to back down when confronted by law enforcement. The cops attempt to assert authority, but they quickly realize they're dealing with someone who knows his rights inside and out. Through firm but calm resistance, the auditor expertly handles the situation, shutting down every attempt to violate his rights. In the end, the cops get completely owned.
How you doing?
How we doing?
Pretty good.
Okay. What's going on today?
Just taking some photographs in public. Working on a story on the town of Yorkshire and Delavan. They called the police on me for taking photographs in public.
All right. Are you with a press organization?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any credentials?
I'm independent and I don't give out credentials or ID unless I've been suspected of a crime.
Okay. How do we
I don't wish to waive my Fourth Amendment rights.
How do we verify you're a journalist?
Oh, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution gives everybody the right to press.
Okay.
First Amendment, you know, the Constitution, the one you swore an oath to.
Right.
So everybody, like, he's the press, you're the press, I'm the press. Just staying on this well, we don't need credentials, we don't need ID to be the press. Correct?
So what's your purpose here today? Do you have business to conduct with the town of Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that business?
I'm working on a story with freedom of the press, just taking some photographs of the publicly accessible areas.
Okay. So there's a difference between like a public sidewalk and a building like this, right?
Well, it's public.
Okay. They have the right to restrict access.
To the public? Publicly accessible areas.
If it was the same as a sidewalk, they would not be allowed to lock the door, right?
Well, they can't lock the door during open business hours.
Okay.
We the people.
Are you
we
here
the
to
people.
conduct business?
Yeah,
with
I
the
asked.
town?
I asked to do a FOIA request, and she's refusing to give her name. She's refusing to give me a form or anything.
A FOIA request for what?
That's a legitimate question. What kind of records are you trying to foil?
Well, I'd like to FOIL her salary, her job title, and all that, but she's restricted. She won't give me her name or job title here.
I can get you the information. You have to foil that in writing by mail. You can't.
Yep.
Just
Well, you
And a lot of that
could
is
simply
publicly
fill.
accessible
You
through
could simply
Open New
fill.
York
I can go
online.
in this town hall and take photographs. That is official business.
Okay.
I haven't committed no crimes. I haven't been belligerent. I haven't been rude to that lady. I haven't done nothing
Floor is
illegal.
restricted as well.
So, what is there a problem?
I was called here because they asked me to come due to concerning behavior. That's all I know.
Well, there's nothing concerning about somebody running a camera.
Now I'm interviewing you.
There's nothing concerning about running a camera.
Okay. But what is your... If you have no further business to conduct with the town of Yorkshire, you know, filing paperwork...
Or taking
whatever the
pictures.
case may be,
Or taking pictures. That's official business.
okay. Have you gotten the pictures you need?
I pretty much got all the pictures I needed here. I was actually down in the village of Delavan's village hall, little publicly accessible area there.
Okay.
And then I seen you come in hot with lights and sirens, like there was a bank robbery coming down because somebody was
We got a
video.
subsequent panic alarm.
I
out
know
here.
that's pretty bad.
Okay. Well, again,
Well,
until
if
I
you
get
want
here
to-
figure out what's going on.
If you want to go in there and inform her my right to be in public and video record, then it'd be all set, right?
We're gonna put a sign on it. We're gonna close the building then.
You're closing the building to the public? What's your name?
I'm the highway superintendent. The building is.
The highway superintendent's going to close down the publicly accessible area during business hours?
I'm in charge of the building.
So
That's not a very good look.
If board resolution.
if you'd like to conduct some business with them, then you can conduct business.
No, I can't. You just locked the door. Look at this. Just locked the door during business hours because of a camera. It's not going to go over very well for
But
people.
if you just came in
So,
to
get
film,
your name tag here.
last name
You
is
got
Hatch,
you got a badge number?
3866.
3866.
Yep. Trooper
Yeah, I got
State
business.
Police
I'd like to fill out a full request, and I'd like to go in there and do that. But as you can see, they locked the doors. I mean, like, I tell you what.
You had opportunity to do that.
No. She refused service. She refused service. She refused service in there is what happened. And then, I took all the pictures I could. and then I went down to the village hall, but I seen you come up here, and I'm not running because I didn't do anything illegal.
Okay.
I certainly haven't broken any crimes or made any crimes here.
Okay.
So I came up here to investigate exactly what's going on, and I feel like you're trying to tell me I can't go into this public building to take
I'm
photos.
also here to investigate what's going on. I have a 911 call that I'm answering. Okay?
Right. So have I?
We're having a conversation.
So have I taken care of, telling you that I'm not here to cause any ill will. I'm just here to take photographs of the publicly accessible area.
I need to gather 4 basic pieces of information from you that you've already stated you're not going to provide, but I'm going to ask you again anyway. Your name, your date of birth, your address, and your phone number.
My name is Dan. I'm an independent journalist, and I do not wish to waive my Fourth Amendment rights.
Daniel. Dan short for Daniel?
Just Dan. That's all. That's the only information I'm giving you, and that's more than I have to.
For me to complete my investigation of what's going on here, I need to complete a police report because I've been called here.
Well, if you can't leave the other spots blank, you can put down good citizen in all the other spots, all right?
Do you have a vehicle here today?
I don't answer these kind of questions.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'd like to
I'm
go.
gonna-
I'd like to
I'm
go in
gonna
there
run-
and conduct my business, fill out
I'm
a
going
full
to run the
request, and I'll be on my
license plates of
way.
every vehicle in this parking lot.
That's not going to go over well for you, my friend.
I'm here.
What crime are you investigating?
I'm investigating a complaint, not a crime, a
all right,
complaint.
well, what
and I have to
complaint?
gather basic
The
information.
complaint is I was taking photographs in a public place. Go in there and inform them that's not a crime, that's nothing to be concerned about, that's constitutionally protected activity, and you guys can be on your way.
Okay. If
Town hall is temporarily closed, guys. You're the highway superintendent?
Highway superintendent.
Are you elected or appointed?
I'm appointed as a building inspector, and I'm elected as a highway superintendent. I'm appointed.
So this is
by-
an elected official, guys, who swore an oath to the United States Constitution to take his oath of office, and he's going to lock down.
I don't think you're
Lock
gonna
down. He's going to lock down the building for somebody conducting a constitutionally protected activity. You can't get in there. The highway superintendent just locked the building down because somebody was taking photographs in public, sir. Can I get your name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Trooper Ando.
Trooper what?
Ando.
Anda?
Ando.
And your badge number?
160.
Thank you very much, sir. No, I'm not here to cause problems. I'm really not. I'm here to photograph what's available for the public and disseminate the information to the public. This lady here was kind of rude. Obviously, you can see this guy's pretty rude. He's locking down a publicly accessible building for photographs. I mean, I think that you could do your job a little better and explain to them that what I'm doing is not illegal.
so,
Number one. Number two,
like
it's
I mean,
constitutionally
this
protected.
is still a place of business.
Right, and I'm
not-
conducting business
It's
here.
not a public place the same way that a sidewalk is.
And I'm conducting official business here.
Okay.
Official business.
Then what are you an official of?
I'm an official journalist collecting information for
Yet
the public.
You failed to provide me any press credentials.
Unfortunately, there's no such thing as press credentials in this
Well, there
country.
are.
No, there's not.
Sure there are.
Who would produce press credentials? What agency in New York would?
affiliated
What
with,
agency would produce that?
with a journalistic
All
organization?
right, so an organization would create their own, right? If I created my own and gave you a card that said press, what's the difference if I did or didn't? Nobody can.
Be identifying yourself to me.
I did identify myself. I identified myself as a journalist. My name is Dan, and that's more than I have to give you.
Okay. I don't know anything about you. You are claiming to be a journalist representing no organization. I have to take your word for that because you're not presenting any
Correct,
proof.
and this is America, and that's the way it works.
Here's the problem. I have no idea who you are. Anyone can claim to be anyone. Are you a wanted criminal? Are you a murderer? Are you a terrorist? I have no idea. I, as part of an investigation, have to determine things like this. Can you see my point here?
I understand that
don't
you.
know.
I understand that you
Walked into
want
the
to
building,
identify
you've
me
concerned some citizens here.
because I was video recording.
Okay.
If you seen the video here, you would be like, "Oh, this guy was very polite. He was very cordial. He
Yeah.
gave him the information that I gave him." I mean, have I made you suspicious by telling you what I'm doing? And have I been rude? Have I been disorderly with you? Have I caused you to believe
You are being
that I'm a criminal?
unnecessarily difficult.
No. Exercising constitutional rights is not being difficult, sir. exercising constitutional rights,
have
like
a
not
right.
giving you
They have a
my
right to close this
ID
building.
is my right. That's my Fourth Amendment right. And you swore an oath to that Constitution to uphold and
Part and
protect
parcel.
my right.
They have rights as well.
What right do they have?
If they feel their safety is endangered, they can shut this building, which they've done.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's not gonna be a good look for them, and it's not gonna go over well when the people see
We
this.
don't know who you are. We don't know if you are a danger. You're presenting yourself.
I
to
don't
be
know if she's a
journalist.
danger. I don't know if that guy's a danger. I don't know if you're a danger. This is
You
a,
willingly
this.
walked in here. So you assume that risk upon yourself if they're if they're dangerous people. They did not assume that risk by opening the door and saying people can come in here and file paperwork, and then
This is a
somebody's acting-
public building. This isn't a private organization. This isn't a private property. They can't just trespass people willy-nilly.
You're not listening to me. Okay, turn around here. No parking, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. This is a quote-unquote public parking lot, but they can restrict it, right? They can restrict access here. They can
That's
restrict
because
access
the
to the parking
place
lot.
closes. It has open business hours.
Okay.
This place is subject to time, place, and manner. It is.
You were
It
not
is
conducting
indeed
any of the
not the
business
same.
that this building exists to conduct.
This place is indeed not the same as a sidewalk because it is not a public forum. It's not a traditional public forum. It's a limited public forum, subject to time, place, and or time. Right.
Sure.
So they have the right to put that sign up. Correct? Are we within those hours? Are we within the hours that this building's open?
Did they have
All right,
to
so
ask
time
the
and
public
place.
to change the time that this building is open? No, they did not.
Do they have to change it?
That-
They can't just close this building
Sure they
down
can. They
because
just
someone's
did.
here with a camera.
They just did.
Yeah, wait till the people outrage about that. We're gonna see how enjoyable that is. So
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I'm here to conduct my business. I like to do a FOIA request,
Which is available online as well.
but I'm here in person, and I like to do it in person.
You had your opportunity.
No, she refused service, and you're gonna see that once you see this video.
I'm sure that if you had walked in there without a camera, you would have gotten a completely different reaction.
So if I didn't exercise my constitutional rights in this building, I would have got better service. Do you know how un-American that sounds, sir?
do you know how many hundreds of people go through this building on a probably monthly basis and handle paperwork without a camera and don't have any issues? So this is out of the ordinary behavior. Just because it is
Is
because
is out of the ordinary illegal?
No.
All right,
I'm going
all
with
right.
this. Just because it is not illegal doesn't mean that it's socially acceptable. Okay? That's why we got called.
Are you
here.
saying that the Constitution of the United States is socially unacceptable? I mean, that's what you're
You are
getting
now
at.
putting words in my mouth.
No, I am here exercising constitutional rights. I'm exercising my
They
right to
asked you
privacy.
To leave the
I'm,
building. You refuse to leave the building.
well, I'd like you to go ask them to give me $5. Do they have to give me $5? No. And when they ask me to leave a public place, I don't have to leave. That's not a law. There's no law saying that they can ask somebody to leave public. That would be a violation of the 14th Amendment of the United States
They can't
Constitution.
let anybody squat in the hallway. Sure, they can ask people to leave this.
They can ask somebody squatting. They can ask somebody who is loitering. All right, these
You
are
were in there
crimes.
long enough to prove
Trespassing.
that you were not legitimately trying to conduct the business that they offer in there.
That's because she refused services. All right, and secondly, taking photographs inside this building is legitimate official business. It's not up to them to decide what
Okay, there's a
legitimate
difference
business
there.
is.
Legitimate, maybe. Official, no. You're not.
It is
in an
official.
capacity.
I am officially.
No, you're
I'm
not.
officially a journalist, and I'm officially here. This is an investigation. If I start giving you information,
I'm
it's
doing
going
the
to inhibit my investigation.
You're inhibiting
It's
my
gonna-
investigation.
No. You're free to investigate. You have a lawful authority to investigate, and you're doing so.
I can detain you until I determine your identity.
You can
Is that the
detain
road
me
line
if you
now?
have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, and you don't have that, sir.
I don't know what I have.
Exactly. So you cannot detain me legally. You can illegally detain me. You can illegally put me in handcuffs. You can illegally even arrest me. But that's not legal. What I'm doing is legal. So is there anything else you need from me?
I need to complete a police report on this interaction. I have a 911 complaint.
Well, I'm not entitled to help you fill out your complaint form. I mean, that's your job. You can do it. You don't need my
I have
help.
to determine your identity.
You do not.
I
And
can-
you're not getting it. You won't get it. You can illegally get my ID. As a matter of fact, It's inside my fanny pack right here, my ID.
Okay.
If you think you have the authority, open my fanny pack and take it out.
I am not going to lay a hand on your person.
Exactly, because you don't have the authority and you're not getting my identification today.
This was a perfect example of why knowing your rights is so important. From start to finish, the auditor stood his ground, refusing to be intimidated or pressured into compliance when the law wasn't on the officer's side. He understood that ID refusal is a protected right in situations where no crime has been committed, and he made sure the cops knew it too. Despite multiple attempts to assert authority, the officers couldn't get past the simple fact that they had no legal reason to demand his ID. Instead of folding under pressure, the auditor stayed calm, confident, and well-spoken, turning the tables on law enforcement and exposing their lack of legal backing. Every tactic they tried was met with the right response, proving that knowledge and composure are the ultimate tools when dealing with overreaching authority. By the end of this interaction, it was clear who was in control. The cops got owned not through aggression, but through pure knowledge and the power of the law. This is exactly why these audits matter, because standing up for your rights not only protects yourself, but also educates others.